So we are going to be waiting a little bit, waiting for people to join this broadcast or this podcast, because it is a very important one and we have to clear the air. So I'm waiting on a lot of you to join. It is important always when there are issues of national concern, issues that have to do with the progress of our country, we come on here and share with you. So we do it with you. We are with you to join. We are with you to join. We are with you to join, you to join. So join the podcast. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. So like I told you, we'll be talking about the senator's decision on his resignation from our mighty Congress for Democratic Change to establish the People's Action Party. So we are with you, and come on, let's have a conversation. It is important for our politics, for our democracy, that when there are issues of such, we remain civil and don't get involved with spewing invectives or insulting, because if you went on insulting, you're only going to be displaying your limitation or marketing your limitation. Rather, we must all come on and push ideologies rather than going on insulting. For so long, our party, the CDC, has been branded as a party of hooligans. But I said no. There's just very few people who don't conduct themselves well. Not all of us citizens. Citizens, we are decent people. So as a matter of fact, I'm a bona fide citizen. But because being a member of the CDC does not make me less a Liberian. When it comes to scale of preference, Liberia is number one before even coming to CDC or any other institution, because the institutions are established for the forward movement of Liberia. So how can Liberia be lesser than the institution that was established to move Liberia forward? It would make no sense. Sadly, that's how this country has been. We put institutions above our country. We put our political leaders above our country. That is wrong. We cannot continue being like that. So come on, let's have a conversation. Come on, let's discuss. This is a very important issue. Senator Saah is a serious weight that he's leaving our party, sends a very serious signal that cannot be overlooked. He's a very key player in our political sphere in this country, and we cannot overlook any decision that he makes with regard to alignment, with regard to establishing a political institution or whatsoever. Come on, let's discuss what matters to Liberia. Come, let's discuss the senator's decision. So, I will start right away. Last night, Senator Saah appeared, or he came on a phone talk through telephone And he spilled a lot. He spilled the tea. A lot of revelations were made last night. But then, political pundits, the general public, is having a mixed views about the situation or the issue. People taking the sides, other people from the other party, the Unity Party, are taking it to be a gain for them. Other people from the CDC are taking it to be a betrayal. Others are also on the side of the senator. So we see dishonesty, honesty, and we see a lot of reactions to the senator's statement last night. But what caught my or catches my attention most comes from people who are saying that the senator should not have said what he said. People are saying that the senator shouldn't have leaked secrets. The senator shouldn't have, they term it attack the CDC or the past administration. But here is the thing. All of us know Senator Joseph to be somebody who is not involved with controversy. We know him not to be the one, the loud talker. He is a doer. He works for the people. That's why he believes in. Whether you have voted for him or not, but you know that's the person he is. When you look at his resignation letter, it's very professional. It maintains relationship, and he never attacked anything there. He did not attack anyone in his resignation letter. But what brought about he coming up to say the hard truth last night about his experience with the past administration despite being a senior member of that government or the party? We have one former representative called Honorable Akaras Gray, who came up and said that Senator Saah Joseph is an excess baggage. That Senator Saah Joseph and others are parasites to the CDC and former President George Weah. That led to the outburst of the senator. Because the senator is not a parasite. Who is a parasite? When we talk about parasite is that thing that benefits. You know, when you go to biology, it's the creature or the organism that benefits from a host without contributing. Get this clear. A parasite is an organism that benefits from the host without contributing. Example, let's say a bacteria got on you and is sucking things from in you but not giving you anything that's going to keep you up. A mosquito got on your skin and suck your blood out. A mosquito does not give you any vitamin. In our system, we have some organisms that live there. They take things from us, but they also give us some things. They are not parasites. So when you are saying Saah Joseph is a parasite to CDC, or was a parasite to the CDC and former President George Weah, it means that Senator Saah Joseph has only been gaining from the CDC. He contributed nothing. But you are wrong. And the public knows the truth. So I came on here. That's one of the things that I came to clear. Senator Saah Joseph, in fact, the CDC benefited more from him than he benefited from the CDC. I will tell you why. Saah Joseph established his network when he was a refugee. He got connection with the white people, foreigners, based on his integrity. When he experienced those people, when they encountered him and the way he worked, he gained their trust. So he had a lot of good things, the work that he was doing before coming to Liberia. Senator Saah Joseph came to Liberia with money. But he did not come to Liberia to bluff. When he came, being that he grew up in New Georgia, he saw there were needs of the people of New Georgia when he came to Liberia. So what the senator did, the senator built market from his pocket for the people of New Georgia. He never asked anybody to contribute. He built market for the people free of charge. the people of New Georgia, he built market for them. He did not stop there. He also built a school and ran it tuition free. That school is still existing in New Georgia. He was not yet a member of the CDC. Then, when the election was coming in 2011, CDC saw that in District 13, Unity Party was very strong. CDC wanted to have control of Monserrato, so they were scouting out people who are strong. So, yeah, sorry, please tell my fellow citizens to stop calling me. The guys are calling my direct line, so it's disrupting the internet because the truth is coming out. So I'm so sorry for the breaking transmission. I don't know. Can anybody who is an expert in IT or anything, like when it comes to technology, or maybe help? I will not stop. Nothing will stop me. I had to get out to go look for whatever. So, but nothing that we can do that will stop me from spilling and discussing the truth. It will not stop me. Yeah. So, gentlemen, if you are actually strong, if you actually believe that you are doing the right thing and the senator was wrong, or the senator is the parasite that trouble now. Look at how Carlos Gay calling Saah Joseph parasite to CDC and President Weah, former President Weah. Are you kidding me? And I'm coming for him. But before going there, this is what I was discussing, and I like to go further with. Yeah, on Akara's grave, of Moses Akara's grave, saying that Senator Saah Joseph was an excess baggage. So some of you don't know why Senator Saah Joseph came out with the outburst. It was not the intention of the senator, and you all know that the senator had not been the one attacking people. You don't know Senator Saah Joseph to be somebody who attacks people. But he was provoked. So he had to say the truth. He had to say the obvious truth. Some of us who have been very close to him know what has been happening. How he was sidelined because of differing views. Whenever they go in who they want to do this, when the senator always advocated for the right thing. So they saw him as a deviant. But we will stick to the one that has to do with for now, because we got to go step by step. Calling a parasite. And like we say, a parasite is something that takes, it does not give. If we call an organism a parasite, that organism, that living thing is something that we take from you, it does not give you anything that benefits you. But Saah Joseph has been an asset to CDC. Do you know how many persons who voted for President Weah because of Saah Joseph? So let's look at the records. People don't know how Senator Saah Joseph went to CDC. So I obliged to let you know. We see a binding on us to let you know how this man became a citizen. As I was saying to you earlier, when Senator Saah Joseph came from exile, he built market for the people of New Georgia. He was not a member of the CDC by that time. The senator also built a school in New Georgia and ran it tuition free. He was not a citizen. So when the 2011 election was coming, the heat was high. Madam Sally being a political Maradona that you all know, CDC was looking for trying to get to maintain dominance. And in that district 13, Madam Sally was very strong. So CDC scouted people, and it's normal in politics here. People go for people who get good name. Being that Senator Saah Joseph had made a name for himself in that party. I said, there's somebody here to be canceling any call that wants to come. Because the guys not stopping calling me, they want to be calling, and as soon as the direct call comes, it disrupts the internet. So citizens went for Saah Joseph because Saah had built free school and he was running a tuition free. Saah had built market for the people. The people were resolved, they loved him. So citizens wanted somebody who was made. And who was used at the time? The former chairman, Adama Sambola. former chairman, somebody was the one that was used. Those of you who were in New Georgia at the time, following politics, you know that there was a huge meeting called. They begged Senator Saah Joseph. They begged him to contest on CDC ticket. That's how the senator became a citizen. You accepted and you contested on the party ticket. When Senator Saah Joseph contested in 2011, he won the representative seat, and the vote he got from District 13 was more than the vote that President Weah got from District 13. So how can you say that this man rolled on President Weah's glory? It was not even President Weah, it was Winston Tubman. Because in 2011, President Weah did not contest for presidency, he was a running mate. So Winston Tubman vote he got in District 13 in 2011 was less than the vote that Senator then Representative Saah Joseph got. This man became a representative. Honorable Akaras Gray, you were a representative. But the only thing you were doing was talking. Saah Joseph ran programs in District 13 that impacted the people. When they went for re-election in 2017, Saah Joseph got the highest vote that any representative candidate got in the entire country. Then you can't sit here to say he was a parasite. Saah he won, he got re-elected as a representative with the highest vote across the entire country that anybody who was going for re-election got. It was based on the way he lived with the people, his leadership, and the way he cared about them. Akaras Gray and others were only talking. But when you know you in opposition, so when you talk, once somebody go to bed hungry, anything opposition person say, they look at you as a messiah. Senator Saah Joseph, when Ebola struck this country, Akaras Gray and others were praying for Ebola to kill everybody, so they can use it as a propaganda. In fact, they were using Ebola as a propaganda against Erin. But Saah Joseph did not see it as a propaganda, because those who were dying were Liberians. You, Akaras Gray, you saw Ebola as a propaganda too. You saw it as a reason to tell the people not to vote Madam. But you did not intervene. And the like of many of you in the CDC, you never intervened. You didn't sat down and talk and said it else. But Saah Joseph used his contacts out of country, brought in ambulances, ran those things. He even contracted Ebola, fighting against the virus to save Liberian people. He was opposition, but he worked to save Liberians. He never used it as a propaganda, because those who were dying were Liberians. That shows to you how this man cares about Liberians and not just the power. He does not only care about the power, but Akaras Gray and the majority of us from the CDC at the hierarchy level only cares about talking to gain power. And it cuts across many other political institutions in Liberia. So when you are saying that Senator Saah Joseph was a parasite, the public will laugh at you. Saah fought Ebola. He was an opposition that he even got awarded by the government, by Madam Salif. He was admitted into the Africa Grand Commandership for his service to humanity and the people of Liberia. He extended into Sierra Leone. BBC reported. They said this time around, Liberia is not coming to Sierra Leone with guns. Liberia is coming to Sierra Leone with relief. You think, like I continue to say, nobody in the political sphere of Liberia has positively impacted Liberian people compared to Saah Joseph as an individual. I challenge it. Nobody that any of you have ever voted for has done more for this country as an individual compared to Saah Joseph. So, Saah is not an excess baggage. He's not a parasite. Because he has been doing things. If all of you who are CDC lawmakers, all of you who are hierarchies within the CDC, if we just do what Saah Joseph has been doing, CDC will never leave power. All of you. If I get 50% or you start doing what Saah Joseph has been doing for the people of Liberia, CDC will never leave power. When we came to power, he had a discerning view of all of the negative things that was happening, or the decisions that were being made within the government. You know, in advocacy, when you within, you can't count outside, you talk it inside. But he was never respected, and never took his advice. To the extent that they saw him as a deviant and blocked him. They blocked him out.
because they saw him as a deviant. When we were in power at CDC, when you, Honorable Akaras Gray, this is how a parasite is. Instead of you helping to push the good name of the government, when the people who elected in the 8 were going to bear hunger, you were having a lavish wedding in Paris. When the people of Jalatan could not eat their food in peace because of the smell of the poo-poo water, when the sewage stinks burst, mosquitoes could not get them a chance to sleep. Their children couldn't go to school. You, Honorable Akaras Bay, you were having a lavish wedding in Paris, France. But guess what? When you were having the lavish wedding there, Senator Saah Joseph was in every community in Moderado facing row. Senator Saah Joseph was in every community across Moderado facing row. When you, Akaras Gray, and others were in Paris having wedding. When some of you were burying your mother in duplex, Senator Saah Joseph was across every district distributing medical equipment and medical supply free of charge to the people. So when we talk about parasite, you are the parasite. When some of you were washing your cars with champagne, Senator Saah Joseph was bringing containers of medical equipment and medical supplies to Liberia and distributing it free of charge across every health facility in this country in Moderado. So the parasite is you who make President we have to lose election. You never helped. Saah was an asset. It's an asset. When you were there, you, Honorable Akaras Gray, when you were carrying people on the University of Liberia campus to beat students, Saah Joseph was facing Cruiserville Road, Harrisburg Road, Morris's Farm Road, distributing medical equipment, building markets across everywhere in Moderado. When you were carrying people, when Akaras Gray, when you were carrying people on University of Liberia campus to beat students because the party was in power, Senator Saah Joseph was across every community in Moderado building roads, building free medical equipment, building technical college that will educate the Liberian people free of charge when you were beating University of Liberia students. That's what Saah Joseph was doing. You are the parasite. You have the moral rectitude to come and speak to a decent character like Saah Joseph in a manner? You think politics is insanity? You need a rehab, Akaras Gray. You need a rehab. When you were looting, when you guys were dancing in the 16 billion, Saah Joseph was engaging the Jefferson Church in the U.S. to help him build technical college. When you were abusing power, he was rendering service to humanity. To the extent that other people say about Saah Joseph, that's how to be a politician. Saah Joseph is just a humanitarian. Humanitarian is a person who cares about the people selflessly. Selflessly. So you have the morals to say Saah Joseph is a parasite or was a parasite. Some of you saying, Joe, we are made you did. Honorable Saah Joseph has remained grateful for being a member of the CDC. But Saah Joseph contributed to the CDC. If any of you who are talking have done what Saah Joseph, even 1% of what Saah Joseph have been doing, CDC will remain in power. You sideline him because he could not align with your corruption and abuse of power. You push him aside. You think we don't know? It has been hurting me. We've been there. Going to the 20, some of you are why you support that president. We are in 2023. Because he had to make the party people to say that and tell them what, and they promised him that when they win, these are changes they want to do. We don't know whether it was going to happen. You call Senator Saah Joseph of an excess baggage? Are you sick? Akaras Gray, are you sick? He's an asset. The actual parasites are people that McGill, are people that Akaras Gray, are people that Serena Sifas. These are the actual parasites. Because they only took money from the regime and never did anything that attracted people to CDC. These are the parasites. You who took Samuel Twain and others. You took from the party. but did not do anything to attract people to the CDC. You are the parasite. Sir Joseph was an asset. The people of Liberia know that. Sir got 375,392 votes in Monserrato, which was 56,000 plus more than what President Weah got in 2023, simply because the Liberian people saw the honesty and desire, hard work in him. They saw it in him. And all you have to do is to come out and talk Tabata. You need a rehab at Carlos Gray. You need a rehab. And some of us continue to say, President Weah, the former president, should get rid of all of you if he has a good intention. You were the reason why he lost election. Saah Joseph is one of the reasons why he even went to runoff. His good deeds. That's why he remains the only person to be a candidate of a ruling party to win senatorial seat in Monserrato. No ruling party candidate has ever won senatorial seat in Monserrato other than Saah Joseph. He did it twice. No ruling party candidate has ever done it. Now, that every effort applied by the senator to bring changes within the CDC, you then foot out. What do you expect him to do? What do you expect the senator to do? Everything that he pushed, he was blocked for it. You think we don't know about that $500 million issue? We know about it. People who close to some of us, they know about it. We have discussed it before. When they asked for that money, Saah opposed it. And you saw him as deviant and pushing aside. You think we don't know? The opportunities that were given to people that were Gray and others, the way President Weah was listening to them. If President Weah had listened to Senator Saah Joseph, President Weah was never going to even go for runoff. He was going to win one round. So, since the ideology, the actions of our CDC does not align with what Senator Saah Joseph believes in, all he had to do is to leave the party and establish a movement. Because leaving a party and not establishing or giving a direction, it will show cowardice. So Senator Saah Joseph today is coming with the People's Action Party. People's Action Party that is bringing a new paradigm into is bringing a paradigm shift in our political sphere. Where nobody now is going to be putting party above country. In fact, the PAP is not about party's mandate, it is country's mandate, Liberia's mandate. The PAP is being built with the interests of the people at the forefront of everything. The PAP is not going to be a party that will say the party remains supreme, but the PAP, within the PAP, the country remains supreme. People will say, yeah, everybody that forming party can say they're coming to do the good thing for the country. But there is a difference with Saah Joseph, and let me let you know why. There is a difference with Saah Joseph. People will say, anybody that coming to form party will say, we'll do the good thing, we'll do that. But there is a difference. Saah records have proven that he is different. His records have proven that he is different. And the PAP is not a party that is going to be built on parties or individuals' interests, but Liberia. It's not going to be a party that will be wishing for the ruling party, the sitting government to fail. When sitting government fails, the who fails? The country fails, the citizens fail. So they're letting you know how the people's minds have been wicked. You say you love the country. Or government is in power for 6 years. Then you want that government to fail. When the government fails, who suffer? The ministers and the government of India will take that pay. But then the citizens suffer. The citizens die. Simply because you are not the one in power. But the PAP, the People's Action Party, is entrenched in the interest of the people. The interest of the people. Since the war in there, the two political parties have been leading this country and just been about self-interest. But we said no. When CDC was in power, people who have connection with Coca-Cola, they went and did their lobbying and Coca-Cola left Liberia. They say they want to be president. They got connection with Coca-Cola. But because they are not the one in power, they went and lobby Coca-Cola left from here. So the government can support, so the economy can go down. But Saah Joseph is an opposition in this government. He has gone and lobbied for companies to come to Liberia. And some of them are already doing a survey here. That's what we call love for country. Not that when it is not you, but it's not me, it should not be anybody. No. You saw Saah helping Madam Sadi's government. In fact, he even led the fight against Ebola. He didn't sit there for Ellen to spore so he can use it for campaign. That's how when somebody loves a country, they behave. Then you come sit there and say that Saah Joseph is ungrateful to who? Saah Joseph ungrateful to who? Saah Joseph should be grateful to Liberia. Should stand for Liberia. Even everywhere you who bore Saah Joseph as a father or mother, he has to stand with Liberia before standing with you. The general good of the people is what matters or must matter to any other leader. Tell me what the issues you have with Saah. All of you, my fellow Citizen brothers and sisters, we have to meet. We supported the CDC since 2005. We suffered in opposition for 12 years. When we came to power, what did you benefit? You were only used during while I'm a leader within the CDC. The only time our people are reached, you Zuno heads, you Youth League, District League, Women League, District Leadership, when do they reach you, the ordinary people? When we say we're going to have some kind of rally, then we say, okay, DC, put your people together, go first to the country communicate with DC, tell all the Zuno heads, each Zuno head will bring 300 person. The people will run, you go there. At the end of the day, you come back home hungry. Begging the people. And say, oh, leader, and maybe someone 20 person went behind around somebody, person get 20 or 10 others. Is that life? What was done to transform you? Saah has built a technical college that is about to be equipped to world-class level for you to go and learn something for yourself. What did our party do for you? After suffering with the party 12 years, and the party took power, all they want you to do now, you the ones who are educated on the social media, they want you to come and cross people for them. By the end of the day, you go home hungry. I'm one of the propagandists for CDC. Even you, who they are using on social media, how many times they can put money in your phone to engage? When they realize, okay, we're putting in your phone to engage the social media, how often is it done? Can they send your children to school? Our Zuno heads, we are going to massively recruit you. Our Zuno structures, the PAP is going to massively recruit you because we are here to emancipate you from abject poverty and slavery to party. You are leader about people in the various zones across Liberia. Tell me, did the party give you loan to do business? Your person that has been there to say, Munya, be a leader. Is that why your mind and power born you to be? So, and Saah Joseph, you know his care for you. You know how he has been there for you. So why will somebody use you today? Because he said, as our party, we love our party, to insult Saah Joseph when you know he is actually the leader you need. But Saah Joseph is not against any ordinary sedition. Saah feels your pain. Saah has built a school. He has a school that you can go to. You got one in Mount Barclay, it's tuition free, go there to learn. You got one in New Georgia, it's tuition free. If you stay in high school, go there to learn. The technical college is about to open, go there to learn. You don't have to pay school fees. You don't pay school fee. That's free of charge. The only thing you need to be Liberian. That's all. Saah Joseph has been bringing medical equipment and medical supplies, giving them to health facilities free. So when your women and children go there, they can receive adequate health care services. He cares for you. Join the PAP today if you are tired with the dynamics of Liberian politics. Whatever party you may have been in, and you don't see the interest of Liberia being held. Some of you are hurt, but you can't talk it Because when you talk, your political godfathers will come after you and then your way will be blocked. Even from ruling establishment. It's happening there. We are all friends. The country is small. The country is small. Somebody say we'll be entering at the CDC. It's not a serious political party. Who told you this problem is not with CDC? Many of you watching here, you also supported the government and in power. What have they done for you? What have they done for you? It is time to join the revolution, the paradigm shift, the neo-progressive movement that is about the progress of Liberia and its citizens. It's not just a mere political thought. The records of Senator Saah have proven it to you. Many of you praise me and say, okay, you own a CDC thing, you are reasonable, you did. Because why? I believe in the ideology of Saah Joseph. We are not anti-country. We are not against this government. The PAP is going to do everything humanly possible to make this particular government to succeed. The PAP is also going to do everything humanly possible to hold this government fit to fire where they go wrong. The PAP is interested in what moves Liberia forward. The PAP is going to work with all opposition political parties, but not working with them to wish the evil to happen to this government and the people of Liberia. Saah Joseph is the answer. If you are tired with the way the affairs of this country has been, then join the PAP today. The proposed People's Action Party is the party for you who feel neglected within your own party. You will suffer under the rain. You jump, dance all in the bubble water. Nothing happened for you. They have to bring people from above and the big shots. When you go complain, somebody can ask you how much for your one vote. They want to pay for it. It is time to join this movement. This is our home. The People's Action Party. The People's Action Party. You think we don't know the hurts? You think we don't know your frustrations? You can't talk it. It's hard. Because no job already in Liberia. And you keep begging, they keep giving you hope. Yeah, we're finding somewhere for you to say that in government. We're finding somewhere in government to do. Then, they will be finding a play until the time ends. Generator taking money more than you would dancing people water. But you still saying you get party. You get party? You get party? You dancing people water. Some of your life were at risk. But generator taking more money than all of you who are hierarchies within the CDC. If we just do what Saah Joseph have been doing, CDC will never leave power. All of you. If I get 50% or you start doing what Saah Joseph has been doing for the people of Liberia, CDC will never leave power. When we came to power, he had a discerning view of all of the negative things that was happening or the decisions that were being made within the government. You know, in advocacy, when you were in, you can't come outside, you talk it inside. But he was never respected, he never took his advice. To the extent that they saw him as a deviant and blocked him. They blocked him out. Because they saw him as a deviant. When we were in power as CDC, when you, Honorable Akara's grave, this is how a parasite is. Instead of you helping to push the good name of the government, when the people who elected in the 8 were going to bear hunger, you were having a lavish wedding in Paris. When the people of Jalatan could not eat their food in peace because of the smell of the poo-poo water, when the sewage stinks burst, mosquitoes could not give them a chance to sleep. Their children couldn't go to school. You, Honorable Akara's grave, you were having a lavish wedding in Paris, France. But guess what? When you were having the lavish wedding there, Senator Saah Joseph was in every community in Moderado facing row. Senator Saah Joseph was in every community across Moderado facing row. When you, Akara's grave and others, were in Paris having wedding. When some of you were burying your mother in duplex. Senator Saah Joseph was across every district distributing medical equipment and medical supply free of charge to the people. So when we talk about parasite, you are the parasite. When some of you were washing your cars with champagne, Senator Saah Joseph was bringing containers of medical equipment and medical supplies to Liberia and distributing it free of charge across every health facility in this country in Monserrado. So the parasite is you who make President we have to lose election. You never helped. Saah was an asset. It's an asset. When you were there, you, Honorable Akara's grave, when you were carrying people on the University of Liberia campus to beat students, Saah Hallie Joseph was facing Cruiserville Road, Harrisburg Road, Morris's Farm Road, distributing medical equipment, building markets across everywhere in Monserrado. When you were carrying people, when Akara's grave, when you were carrying people on University of Liberia campus to beat students because your party was in power, Senator Saah Hallie Joseph was across every community in Monserrado building roads, building free medical equipment, building technical college that will educate the Liberian people free of charge when you were beating University of Liberia students. That's what Saah Hallie Joseph was doing. You are the parasite. You have the moral rectitude to come and speak to a decent character like Saah Hallie Joseph in a manner? You think politics is insanity? You need a rehab, Akara's grave. You need a rehab. When you were looting, when you guys were dancing in the 16 billion, Saah Hallie Joseph was engaging the Jefferson Church in the U.S. to help him build technical college. When you were abusing power, he was rendering service to humanity. To the extent now other people say about Saah Joseph, that's how to be a politician. Saah Joseph is just a humanitarian. Humanitarian is a person who cares about the people selflessly. Selflessly. So you have the morals to say Saah Joseph is a parasite or was a parasite. Some of you saying, John, we are married, you did. Honorable Saah Joseph has been grateful for being a member of the CDC. But Saah Joseph contributed to the CDC. If any of you who are talking have done what Saah Joseph, even 1% of what Saah Joseph have been doing, CDC will remain in power.